Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. For those that may not be familiar with cruising and how cruise ships are checked and inspected, the CDC does regular surprise inspections on board cruise ships. They're checking for safety issues, they're checking for health issues, and they check kitchens, food storage, food handling, water contamination, all different kinds of things on board cruise ships to make sure that they are safe for passengers to sail on. And while not all cruise ships pass this test every single time, we've done stories on that in the past. Well, this week we're going to talk about two cruise ships, the MSC Seashore and the Norwegian Joy, both on their recent CDC tests have scored a 100%. So congratulations to the crews of both of those ships. Next, we're going to talk about cruise tips, particularly ones that people post out there on Facebook. Now, for new cruisers, they go looking for cruise tips, and there are hundreds and hundreds of different cruise tips out there. But one thing people do need to keep in mind, some of these cruise tips, well, one, they're not real. And two, some of these are honestly not put out in your best interest. And while some of them seem very unlikely, some of them seem very unrealistic, people will still fall for them. They will still believe that they're true. They will go on board these cruise ships. They will try these things, and they can have some negative consequences. So specifically today, we're going to be talking about the ottoman or the chair that sits underneath the desk on board the Carnival Celebration, the Carnival Mardi Gras, and the Carnival Jubilee. I'm going to throw up a quick picture here just to kind of reference. You can see it sitting here underneath the desk. And while this is specific to these three ships, you can see these types of ottomans or chairs. I've seen them on different cruise lines. They come in different colors, different varieties, sometimes in different shapes. But specifically for this comment, it is on these three ships. Now, to me, it looks exactly like what it is. It's a chair. You sit on it while you're doing something there at the desk, either putting on makeup, maybe working on a computer. It is a chair. Not the most comfortable chair because it doesn't have a back, so it's hard to sit on it for long periods of time, in my opinion, but it's a chair. Yes, the lid comes off. Yes, it has storage on the inside, so you can put a couple extra things in there. But when I look at this and I see this, not one time have I ever thought, hey, look, this is a refrigerator. However, someone has been posting over on Facebook groups that that's exactly what it is. It is a refrigerator. But you can pull it out from underneath the desk. You can move it all around the room. It has no power cord, no battery pack, no fans on the side of it, nothing that would make it either a refrigerator or a cooler. Doesn't have a drain in the bottom of it. Here we are to let people know that guess what? It's not a refrigerator. Go a little down from where that stool is. You open the big door, and the refrigerator or cooler is right there inside the cabinet. And while the refrigerator or cooler on board the ship may not necessarily cool things a whole lot more than the ottoman would, but it's clearly one is a refrigerator and one is not. But Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador had to put out a statement letting people know that, hey, that is not what this is. It appears somebody on another Facebook group page has been informing people that the box on the Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration, and Carnival Jubilee cabins is in fact a cooler refrigerator. This has resulted in people complaining that theirs is not cooling their drinks and possibly in one case their medication. They are not coolers. They are stools and they are storage units. Now, this is a good example of why some of these, what seem like silly and stupid tips, can be dangerous to some people who read them and believe them. Because, yeah, you can put your drinks in there, they're not going to get cool. Now you've got drinks that just aren't cold. Lesson learned. However, if people are putting medication in there, if they are putting baby formula in there, expecting the ottoman to cool these things off, well, they could be in for a bad day if their medication goes bad, if their baby's formula spoils, all because somebody decided to go on the internet and say, hey, look, this chair is really a refrigerator. Now, I understand this seems silly. To me, it seems like a little common sense would tell the average person that one is a refrigerator, one is a chair, But like I said, it's reached the point where Carnival brand ambassador has to put out a statement letting people know, stop doing this. You're not going to get the results that you think you are. There's a refrigerator in the room. You put your drinks in there. You put your baby formula in there. You put your medicine in there. However, if it doesn't get cold enough for medicine, definitely go down to guest services. They have medical refrigerators because, sometimes them refrigerators on the ship, they are not the best. They are more of a cooler type situation than they are, a refrigerator like in your home. And finally, if you're reading stuff on the internet, you're reading stuff in Facebook groups, take it with a grain of salt. Not saying there's not good tips on there. I'm not saying there's not good ideas on there, but pay attention to what they say and just apply a little bit of common sense. All right, and that is going to be our video for today. If you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.